Good morning and welcome to my Wednesday live. And those of you that haven't seen me before, my name is Helen Bullen and I used to go live every week on Wednesday morning at 7:30 a.m. So my apologies for some of you that are asking me why I'm not going so early, but I'm just changing things up in my business and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And it's also Woohoo Wednesday, so let's give it a Woohoo Wednesday rather than being a hump day. And this is probably quite apt to what I'm going to be talking about as well today is if you think it's a hump day and you hate what you're doing and life isn't what you want it to be, then make some changes. And only you can make the changes and you only live once. I know that's such a flippant thing to say, but for somebody who went through breast cancer in 2021, 2022, I can honestly tell you, you only live once. Absolutely. Now, maybe there is an afterlife and I am happy to be corrected as wrong. But right now, the one we're living is the one we think we have. And what is the point of wanting to live till we're in our 90s, but for the most of that, not enjoying it? So today I'm going to talk about finding what makes you feel good and doing more of it. What makes you feel good in your business? What doesn't make you feel good in your business? We'll be talking about that. What makes you feel good in your life? Maybe if you're watching live now and you're on, or you're watching on catch up, comment. What do you like doing? What do you love in your business? And what do you not like? And maybe you have to change things in your business. Maybe you have to completely change things and make a move. And I've done all of those things throughout my business career. And I think that's why I'm always happy in my work and my life. My life is constantly a thing that I'm trying to change and trying to make to do things that I want and have life experiences. But if you don't focus on it, you could go for years. Just got a van going past. You can go for years. I always hope it's a delivery when a van goes past my office window, but that one didn't stop. Otherwise, I've been running down and opening an Amazon package in front of you, but not to happen today. So make sure you look at your business and your life. I don't really agree with splitting the two. I think if you've got a great business, you should want a great life too. If you've got a great life, you should also want your work life to be good too. We are only here for a short time and none of us know how long that is. And as I say, I can talk from experience of that. I can also talk from experience of having businesses that I absolutely adored and loved when I started. My history, you may know, you may not, is that I am a trained osteopath. Now I'm a retired osteopath now. Can't use the title osteopath. It's a protected title. So once you retire, I have to very strictly say I'm a retired osteopath. But I chose that path for many years. I did my degree, 4-year degree. I became an osteopath. I was great at what I did. I became a lecturer. I was an external lecturer. I worked abroad. I was an external examiner in lots of countries. And I taught lots of places. And I really enjoyed it. And I never thought when I was doing that business that it would come to a point when I thought I need to change. I never thought that. It's a bit like, I suppose, well, probably is because I have been married twice. It's a bit like getting married my first time. I never thought I was going to fall out of love, but I did. Sorry, ex-husband, but I did. And business can be the same. And I think sometimes we hold on to things that we don't like because we think we have to, or worse, we think people think we should. Now, your life is your life. And you, as I said, as far as I'm aware, right now, we only live once in this style of life that we're on now. So maybe we've got 20 years, maybe we've got 50 years, however long you've got left, you want to enjoy it. And if you are doing a job or work that you don't enjoy, that's a huge part of your time and your life. So really today, I want to encourage you to take some time and think about what you really want. And you may say to me, that's great. I really want to do this, but there's no way. I have a mortgage to pay. I have bills to pay. I can't just jump. And I agree with you. You can't just jump from one thing to another. I've got changes going on in my business right now, which I'm not going to tell anybody about right now, but there's changes going on. I'm always making changes. And I can't quite, it's not quite finish something, it's change something until I've worked through another thing that I'm doing in my business. I'm trying to do this without telling you what's going on. It's like secret society, isn't it? It's not that exciting. But I can't do that. But I am working towards it and I am planning it and it will come. And don't worry, if you're in my world, it's not going to make any big difference to you. You won't suddenly think, oh my God, she's left the country. Although I could quite happily work from another country, who knows? But if you want to make changes, work out how to do it. Don't just say, I can't do it because it's impossible. Nothing is impossible. It may be that you need to spend some time saving extra money, asking people things, learning more, making plans, sorting out things that you don't like, getting rid of them. And that's not people necessarily, but if that's the case, if that's what it is, if you've got a business partner that's not quite what you think you want, or there's some aggravation there, then maybe you stop a business that's like that and you start another one. But you have to plan for these things. Maybe you've got some grand ideas for your business, really big ideas, and you want to take it further, but you're not sure how to do that without the finance. Well, right now should be a case of working out how you're going to finance it. How are you going to raise that cash? What are you going to maybe save on, or what can you create in your current business now to make more income to do what you want to do? So if that makes sense, please leave some comments. I can see there's a few of you on now. I'm going to say good morning to Noel. Greetings, she says, listening while working. I'm a scrubber. I don't know if anybody's ever said that on my Facebook page before, but yeah, congratulations. I have my coffee here. So if you've got any comments, please put them in. But I really want to say to you is, don't get stuck in just putting up with stuff. The people that make where they want to go to are the people that make changes. And I'm going to own up to you, whenever I make changes, things get uncomfortable. And I don't always like it at that point, but then things happen. So for me in 2020, the business that I'd had, that I built up, bricks and mortar business, I'd had my first clinic. As I said, I'm a retired hospital. I had my first clinic with an associate, and then I decided to open a bigger clinic. It was 5 rooms with, I think I had 26 practitioners working at one point. I'd got reception staff, whole different ball game, and I loved it. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely adored doing that business. But then suddenly it wasn't what I wanted to do anymore. I didn't actually want to treat patients anymore. After about 20 years of being an osteopath, I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to teach anymore. I like doing my mentoring. I want to be online. I want to travel more. I started to get selfish. I want to be in whatever country I want to be, doing the work I want to do in the time I want to do it. And even more now, my business is moving more and more towards that. Now, that might not be your thing. You may love working 9 to 5 and working in a bricks and mortar business, in which case do it or go get it. Maybe you're working for somebody else and you'd love to work for yourself. Don't just jump and do it. Think with your head. You can go with your heart for what you want, but your head has to come into the planning. And I would say cash flow is key in any business. So if you are thinking of taking on a business or building a bigger business, how are you going to build your cash flow? Because that's where most people stumble, where the cash flow doesn't come. Think with your heart. If you're taking on rental, rental or buying somewhere, is that cost are you going to be able to recoup it with the customers you get in, or the clients, or the products that you sell? Or maybe you're going to do something online because the costs go down. That'll be me. I had bricks and mortar for years. There's a lot of cost involved in bricks and mortars, and most businesses can be online. Not all of them. So there are some businesses that have to, I think Donald's on the moment. Donald, I think you're in the pub world, aren't you? And you have to have a premises. But that comes with staff. It comes with rents. It comes with the cleaning. It comes with all that sort of stuff. And that requires a cash flow, because clients and customers and your cash flow goes up and down, and your expenses normally do this as you get bigger and bigger. So you need to have that cash flow coming in for the quieter times in business and the busy times in business. So what are you going to do? What are you going to be? I just want you to be inspired today to go and do something else that you want to do, or create something else in your business. I mean, yesterday I did something really simple. I was on my LinkedIn and I've started to unfollow lots of people. I was bored with my feed. I'm like, if anybody else tries to teach me how to do LinkedIn on my feed, and there's some great people like that. I'm in a membership of somebody that teaches me how to do LinkedIn, but I don't need all the other people telling me the same thing. So I'm starting to clear out those people. Sorry, LinkedIn, I'm sorry. And I love you, and you're all probably brilliant, but I don't need that in my world. So I'm clearing it out. If you don't want to see me in your world, clear me out of your world. That's absolutely fine. But I'm now looking for who's going to be in my feed that makes, number one, it more exciting to post in there. Number two, that gives me information I want to read, probably entertains me, and people that I want to do business with. But little things for your business can improve your business as well as large things. As I said, there's changes coming in my business. I've got a new online course I'll be posting probably the rest of this week. I've got a webinar. I don't like to call it a webinar. I've got a meeting next week. It is a webinar. It's on a Zoom call, basically. But I'm going to do a teach about how to do more in less time. And then I'm going to tell you about my new course. I'm very open and honest about that, what that's coming out. And I can't wait. I'm building new things. I'm doing new things. I've got a new book coming out on the 28th of March, like a little self-promo now on the 28th of March. I'm behind the scenes building for that launch. Absolutely. But it's what I want to do in life. If you'd asked me 15 years ago, will you become an author? I would have laughed you off the face of the earth. I would have said, at school, they said I was useless at English. I did get my O-level English, but only just. I can't spell. My grammar's appalling. But actually, I can write. I can write. I've written one book. It's up there on the shelf. You can just see it just there. I've got your back. I'm already an author, and I'm going to be a second-time author. Who would know? I've got 2 more books I am writing right now. How your life can change, how things can change when you just open up to doing things that you want to do and not letting anybody else. So my English teacher could have put me off for life of thinking I could write, and actually probably did for many years. And then when I sent my book to editors, who everybody needs an editor, they were like, I love this book. This is great. We'll just move this around here, do this. That sentence could be made into 3 sentences, Helen, because I write like I talk. But the content is good enough, and it's there, and it's made books, and hopefully my next one will be very successful. But do what you want to do. Hi, Ben. Nice to see you. Ben says he's had a social media clear out recently. I think we all need to do it every now and again. We get so hung up in saying we hate social media. I was at a networking meeting the other day, and all I could say to people was actually be thankful it's free and it's there, because when I started a business, it wasn't there. You did a leaflet drop or you put a notice in a newspaper and you relied on word of mouth. No, not all good ways. Word of mouth is a good way of marketing. The newspaper and the leaflet drop was pretty rubbish. But now you have social media. But if it's not serving you, change it up. You are so in charge of everything that goes on in your world, which is great because it means you can sort it out. So enough ramble for me over my coffee. If you'd enjoyed it, please tell me. If you want to go on my Happy Business Builders list for more of my rambles and tips and ideas, I give you tips and ideas and things to do. And I'll also update you when new things are coming. Also, sometimes you get a discount. There's discounts sometimes that go out just to my mailing list. If you want to get on that, just look at the link in my bio or the blue Learn More button on Facebook, or if you're on LinkedIn, just go to my bio and you'll find it there and just sign up. And, you can unsubscribe at any time, but you won't want to, because I think I'm funny. I think I'm humorous. I think I give you good content. And why wouldn't you? Right. Speak to you later. Have a great day. I'm going to say goodbye to Instagram first. It's all a load of pressing buttons, isn't it? Thank you so much for watching. I hope I wasn't looking down too much because my phone was in front. I couldn't actually see me on this one. Enjoy your coffee. I'm going to enjoy mine. I've learned on my lives to put it in a cup that I can keep it warm in, because I never drink it when I say I'm turning up for coffee. Have a great day. If you've liked this, please share it. And tell me in the comments today one thing you're going to do to change your business. It can be little, maybe it's going through your social media feed, or maybe it's something big, but I would love to hear. Right, speak to you soon, and I'll definitely be on next Wednesday, same time, 11 o'clock. Speak to you later.